Germany's ruling Christian Democrat Party has just chosen a new leader as Chancellor Angela Merkel steps down from the role after 18 years in charge. So let's find out who's won then with RT's Peter Oliver. He's in Berlin covering the story for us. Go on then, Peter, break it to us. Who's in charge now?
Annegret Kramp Karrenbauer, AKK as she's known, will be the new leader of the Christian Democratic Union Party. She takes over from Angela Merkel. She'd previously been the party's general secretary. She was put into that position essentially by Angela Merkel, essentially being given the papal blessing for her role in for her future role, and that is the role that she's taken. She's won the position after a runoff election against Friedrich Merz. The first round of the ballot saw the Health Minister Jens Spahn eliminated from voting. It went through to this runoff, and Annegret Kramp Karrenbauer picked up 517 of the 1,001 delegate votes that were available. You only need 50% of the vote to become the leader, so it's her. Well, heading into this vote, she takes over from Angela Merkel. Heading into the vote, Angela Merkel opened up the party conference. She said that whoever took on that job would have to be dealing with putting together a country that finds itself, or certainly a party that finds itself, polarised on a number of issues, and tackling that was going to be job number one for whoever took over.
Die Zeiten heute.
It's a critical time for our country and for parties like ours, the CDU, the CSU, with the AfD to the right of us, and with a polarised society.
Well, Angela Merkel will remain as Chancellor. She says she's going to stay on until 2021, and that may have played a little bit of a role in how delegates voted. Friedrich Merz, who she was up against, well, he essentially was ousted from the party by Angela Merkel when she rose to power 18 years ago. Well, not exactly 18 years ago she was ousted. She did hang around with her for a little bit, but certainly the two did have history, and there was a lot of people concerned whether she'd be able to operate as Chancellor while he essentially was head of the party that she belongs to. So Annegret Kramp Karrenbauer, AKK, will be the new head of the CDU, essentially putting herself forward as the favourite to take over from Angela Merkel when 2021 comes around, if it lasts that long. But just who is she and what's she about? Let's have a look. The preferred choice of Mrs. Merkel is understood to be Annegret Kramp Karrenbauer, known by her initials AKK. An Atlanticist with a small a, pro-European and a Francophile. She's certain to foster the already tight links with France. When it comes to Russia, she is, perhaps, even more sceptical of the Kremlin than Chancellor Merkel. Last week, she called for Russian ships coming from the Azov Sea to be barred from US and EU ports, saying Vladimir Putin hadn't been squeezed enough.
Putin pushes as far as he thinks he will get away with, and if Europe and the US don't give a firm, united response, he will continue to push further. We have seen this in the recent years.
So the celebrations for Annegret Kramp Karrenbauer are underway. She will be the new leader of the Christian Democratic Union. She has a lot of work on her hands. Angela Merkel hasn't exactly left the party in the greatest of shapes. There have been hemorrhaging votes left, right and centre to the Greens and to the right-wing Alternative for Germany party. So she's got a lot of work to do. We'll be keeping an eye on how she gets on with that. As I say, this all but anoints her essentially as potential, well, future Chancellor of Germany.